Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing great. So I'm on a walk, as you can see, which is great news, right? But if you're like me, you went from a really big world to a very small world virtually overnight, and that is alarming to say the least. I know now, reflecting back, not even reflecting back, even just from when it happened to where I'm at now, really. This could be you. I think I initially got hit really hard almost 6 months ago when I had, the knockdown, drag out flu, sinus infection, just the really feel like worse than I'd ever felt. And then go into, of course, the immediate thing we do is go to the doctor and maybe get some tests and labs and scans, maybe some meds. And they say, all your standard testing doesn't show anything significant. And here we are. For me personally, so much gets involved: anxiety, depression, and just physical. The body and the mind has the ability to make itself sick. So we have to also believe that it can make itself better, which there was a time where I wouldn't be walking. In fact, I remember coming to try to walk this place early on, and it was everything I could do to be like, man, I think I'm just gonna go to the ER, urgent care, something like, right. And through this journey of Western medicine and naturopath and holistic approaches and meditation, it's kind of come full circle. And, one of the things that I've learned, and you probably have as well, is that, basically what happens is, I believe what's happened is no matter what your diagnosis or self-diagnosis or where you fall into this, whether, it's long haul, chronic fatigue syndrome, ME, whatever, all I know is my system went absolutely haywire and anxiety went through the roof because I didn't know what my body was doing, and it freaked me out. It freaked me out and nothing worked. And I went through the whole range of emotions to, this is just a cold, it'll go away, exercise through it, to, oh crap, and which is still kind of in the back of the mind because I'm still so far away from where I was, a year ago, which was running and gunning and feeling great. And not great, but even for my age, like really active. And my world just got so small. So on this, now where I'm at is I've tried the Western, I've tried the natural. I'm kind of turning inward, and what I've learned, which is a lot, probably too much to talk about this video, but I wanted to give this one thing that I believe is super important is, now I'm turning inward, right? Like, okay, so it's sounding more like my nervous system. Our nervous system suffered a traumatic situation or just got shocked or whatever the case may be. The nervous system has gone parabolic, gone haywire. So we have to try to figure out how to calm it down. And it's really hard. Worry is just gnarly. And I don't know about you, but for me, like I try breathing exercises. I hear these people say, like I did deep breathing for 2 hours a day for, a year, an hour each time. Like I have a hard time doing 60 seconds. I wanted just to take something, make me feel better. And, and then I kind of got to this point where, this isn't working, or I just tell myself it wasn't working. I wouldn't even give it a chance, really, because I just was never in love with the idea of bombarding the system with meds or even vitamins for that point. But I figure vitamins are probably, least harmful or a little easier for the body to, process. And so, not to say I'm not ruling any of that out. If I find something that's, oh my gosh, this is a game changer, and if something goes downhill on me and I really, bottom out to a point again where I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get better, I'll probably consider that. And that's what it really comes down to. We got to get to a place where we hit a bottom, almost an emotional bottom, like you would if you get past an addiction. You've got to hit bottom, be willing to go to any lengths to get past this. And you know, that's where I'm at. I'm sure that's where you're at if you're watching, searching YouTube for anything you can find that'll help. But I discovered one today, and like I said, like I had to force myself to come out and do this walk, and I could have easily just remained home, but I'm like, hey man, I got to at least condition my mind and my body to get out. And so I'm trying this walk, which is my old walk, which is like 30-minute, maybe slight incline, slight decline. And you know, that's a big one for me right now, because for a while I was just walking around the house pretty much for the past month. Little small walks here and there, but I kind of have these boom bust cycles. But I was listening to this one nervous system technique, because like I was saying, I know for a lot of us, we really want something that we can implement that's not, you know, that we can just do, that's not so hard, right? That doesn't seem so daunting, especially if you're like not even convinced it's going to work. But this one really worked for me. And really what it was is, there's a doctor, a therapist, life coach, I can't remember, this random one, because it all pops up now on my feed on YouTube, and if it looks interesting, depending on where I'm at mentally, I might click on it and give it a watch. And you probably, maybe you've heard of this, maybe not, but there's a couple ones. Of course, breathing. I'm trying to do some deep breathing, just whatever I can do, right? Whether that's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, whatever. And then, but this one was really good. The lady was saying, humming, singing, da 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 da, whistling. Anything you can do. It really made a difference, because it's really hard to be depressed if you're humming or singing a song or whistling. Da, 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 da. So now I'm like kind of doing that, you know, and I found it really helpful. Like I'm whistling, I'm humming, I'm singing, and it really was the most powerful thing so far for me that I've felt. Kind of, you know, it's right. It's just like this instant psychic change. So give it a shot. Da 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 da. Whatever. It can just be just humming, or it can be singing, da da da, or just whistling, or all three. But try it and let me know what you think. It actually really did seem to help. So I'll continue on. We'll do an update. If this one continues to work, I drop it. I think I'm going to keep this one because it's so easy. And at the end of the day, I know for most of us, if your life got flipped up, basically upside down, which feels like overnight, you kind of looking for, you know, a rebound. You know, this whole, it could take a while to climb out of this. Don't know what level you'll make it out or will make it out. Hopefully 100%. Maybe we'll look back on this and not regret it because we've learned something new, and we'll see, aha, everything happens for a reason. Now I see why I went through that. It's hard to see that right now for sure. So, you know, hopefully that video is coming as well. But if you appreciate the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.